Hi fools, and welcome to another Motley Fool video with me, Sonia Rahill and David Quayle. Welcome, David.
Hello, Sonia.
And David is here to tell us about his biggest investing mistake. So David, what was it and what did you learn?
Well, it shames me to say, Sonia, but many years ago I bought into a company called GEC, not to be confused with General Electric over in America. This was GEC here in the UK. Now, back in 1984, GEC was a huge company. Just to give you some idea as to how big it was, it was the third largest company to be in the FTSE 100, behind BP and Shell. That is how big it was. And it was run by a man called Arnie Weinstock, who then became Lord Weinstock. And I liked Lord Weinstock because he was as tight as I was. He used to love his bank statements. He used to say, send me my bank statement every day so I can compare the amount of cash I have today with what I had yesterday. That was how tight he was with money.
Okay, so he was tight.
So he was very tight with his money. He wouldn't spend his money willy-nilly. And that was the reason why I liked him. Well, Lord Weinstock retired back in about 1996, and he handed over the reins to a guy called George Simpson. Now, at the time, it appeared that George Simpson was doing what Lord Weinstock did.
He wasn't spending any money then?
He wasn't spending any money, and he just built the business slowly. He acquired some defense equipment, and then it became a kind of defense company. Until such time that George Simpson decided that he no longer wanted to be a defense company. So he sold most of the businesses to BAE Systems. And we now know how successful BAE Systems is. But in the case of GEC, it changed its name from GEC to Marconi. It said they wanted to be a telecoms company, and it joined the 2000 dot-com bubble. And it went out and spent all the money it got for selling all its defense equipment in new technology. Stuff it didn't really understand. And, well, it overpaid for a lot of the things until such time that the whole company collapsed. Well, we should have seen, or I should have seen, you know, the alarm bells ringing when, first of all, the thesis in the company changed. It was no longer the company that I bought. Secondly, management changed. Lord Weinstock went, George Simpson came in, and what we saw was a dismantling of the company, until such time that the company was, to be quite honest, worthless. And the shares went from, when I bought them, around about sort of £4 a share to over £20 a share, only to see them crashing back down to zero, big fat zero. Really, I should have got out long before that when the thesis changed. And I think the lesson for me is to be very aware of management changes and to be very aware of theses changes within the company. I should have seen it coming, Sonia.
Okay, you know better now, David.
Well, I do. I am so stupid at the time, but it will never happen again.
Well, I hope not anyway. Well, thank you for watching. I hope that's helped you, and thank you, David.
You're welcome, Sonia.